Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jamie, and this will be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're new to tarot, just know that not every reading is going to resonate, so if you feel like I'm wrong, just disregard it, okay? Never try to make it fit. There is no gender. I'm going to pull cards like King, Queen, Emperor, and Empress, and they don't really have anything to do with the sex or gender of the person being described. Some folks feel like the readings are in the reverse, or it's the other way around. You can definitely take it that way if you feel like that's right. If you want to catch more readings, you can subscribe to the channel. I'd be really grateful. I do also offer a membership. If you want to check that out, you can click the join button. And if you can't find the join button, that link is in the description of the video. Sometimes YouTube is funny like that. I've also linked in that same description my other social media accounts where you can catch totally different kinds of readings. They're not like here. And all the information for private personals. So let's see what's going on with Cancer. Off with change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. I can't speak. And thief. Robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional with screenshot, getting evidence, proof, or facts. The overall energy is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, the Eight of Wands in the reverse. And guys, these flipped out this way. I know you saw it. Judgment in the reverse, some Scorpio energy. The Page of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Chariot in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and Justice in the reverse, Libra energy. Cancer energy on the Chariot, and we have the Four of Wands in the reverse at the bottom. Sorry. Some of you you're just really done with somebody here. I mean, with this screenshot and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Because this is what I'm getting. Let me just show all the cards here, right? Like, there's a relationship that's just not going anywhere. There's not a lot of conversation going on, but there's no movement in it, really. It's not over. You know, it's definitely not over. But you ain't been minding your business. You've been a little bit nosy. And I think that you may have found some things. You know, it's like, to me, for you, there's a reason for it to be over. There's evidence, I think, of, you know, something awful that this person has done. And I think someone wants to leave. But there could be this fear of change. There could be a monetary situation with it. Like you're worried about money or like starting over here. And this is why you haven't made any moves, because I feel like whatever whatever is super evident to you makes you want to go. But there's something preventing you. For a lot of you, it's money. You just don't have the money to go yet. For others of you, though, it's about how much time you've invested in the situation. You know, it's like, do I just walk away from this because I don't like what I saw? Do I attempt to fix it? You know, I feel like it's getting worse. There's more and more to worry about here. A lot of you know for a fact that you're being juggled. I mean, I have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse here. Like, there's just something going on, you know? And for those of you that aren't, this is somebody who's not making time and energy for you. Like I said, it's just not going anywhere. Things are unfavorable for you. They seem unfair to you. Like, even if you were to stay, it's like you'd be dealing with something you don't find right. And either way, the whole situation is just not harmonious. Like, nothing is where it probably should be. I think some of you may also be a bit insecure. You know, like whatever the situation was, especially for those of you who feel like someone like either was looking for attention from someone else or even just talking to or dealing with someone else will make someone feel really insecure. It's hard to work things out with that person, but it's also, it can play on how you feel about yourself. You know, a lot of people, they start to feel down about themselves, but they don't, you know, it's like they're trying to almost like get a person to work it out or try to figure it out, almost like out of validation. I don't know. There's something going on here with somebody, or somebody maybe realized that's what got them into this or got them to stay for so long. Because I think somebody here, they're not ending things, but it's really not about feelings. It's something practical. Like I said, somebody can't move right now, or they don't have somewhere to just run off to, but they also don't have the money. And so they're just dealing with somebody playing games with them. Tell me why all this is coming up. What's happening? Maybe some of you don't have proof or the facts. You just have that feeling. I have three eights out here now, because I just pulled the Eight of Pentacles, the Strength card, which is a Leo energy. The Queen of Pentacles is here. And here's the last 8. Well, I guess there is another 8 in here, because the 1's Major Arcana. Another 8. The 8 of Cups. I'm just getting money. Somebody knows what they know. It's not a feeling. Somebody knows what they know. They've got the evidence. They know they're just wasting it. I feel like at this point, they're just wasting somebody else's time and energy. Someone could have gotten emotionless and they feel like, sure, I could take everything in my account right now and move out and struggle to get my savings back and all this stuff, even though, you know, I've been paying to live here all this time. Yeah, something like that. Or I could make this motherfucker think everything's cool with us. I sit right here and just stack up and leave when I want to. And that person can't do what they want to do either. And it doesn't look like you want to do anything with somebody else anyway. So you feel like this person wasted your time? Might as well waste theirs. That's actually the energy I'm getting here with this. For some of you, it's about saving. You need to save some money. Like, you can already get some extra hours and stuff. This is just kind of like this all of a sudden kind of like came to your attention. So there's no question about it. Whoever I'm speaking to here, they are leaving, but they're going to do it on their time. Somebody else played with them, and they're going to do the same thing. Now, I also see, like I said, wow, look, 3, 3, 3. The 3 of Swords in the reverse, the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. Somebody's not even hurt anymore. I think really like the whole idea of just like acting like things are cool with this person, or just being really super friendly with them and acting like you're going to compromise or work it out, is really just to buy yourself some time. Or that's, like that's just how somebody feels like they do have to do it here. Sorry, we're just out of space. All right, let's go over here. What's going on with this one? The Nine of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ten of Pentacles. The World, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus energy, the Knight of Swords, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Pentacles. And behind that is the Devil. Cancer, you toxic and you know it. Some Capricorn energy here, and the Hermit's behind that, Virgo energy. What you're doing though is not wrong. We have the King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. More fixed sign energy there. This is what I mean by this, like, I feel like somebody feels almost like a bad guy for doing this, but let's talk about it, right? Like, if my partner and I live together and they put me in a situation to feel uncomfortable, they do me wrong, am I supposed to just get up, walk out, make my life hard and make their life easier? No, like you don't have to feel, like you can feel like you're toxic and maybe you are. You're feeling like I have really bad intentions. I'm about to use this person like they fucking wasted my time and I feel like I should just take my time, do what I need to do and go. Like somebody might have like, they could be trying to figure out how to manipulate this. Like maybe it's like, maybe somebody doesn't really know, like what you're actually making in the background or something. Like they don't really know like your financial situation. They don't know that you have it. So maybe some of you are like, this person knows you're pissed. They're begging you not to leave. And you're telling them like, I won't leave, you can tell them, like whatever you want. But some of you feel like telling them like, you ain't paying no fucking bills over there anymore. Like until you move out or something, like, I wouldn't go super toxic, but like, I don't really think that's toxic to say like, listen, you played me, you fucked me up. I'm not going to leave in a messed up situation. This is how we're doing it. Like, but for a lot of you, you just need confirmation. Should I be leaving this person? Yeah. How long did you put up with this person's shit? Like, how long you been with somebody? And this is it just doesn't feel like it's going anywhere because it can't, but they seem to be, they don't have any time and energy to fix things in the relationship, but they seem to have time and energy for someone else or something else. End things how you want to. Just don't end things stupidly, because some of you maybe this is warning some of you not to do that. Maybe that's what it's about. Just because you got it, like, say I have $5,000 worth of savings in my account. It's okay for a savings number if you're already settled. But if I need to go get an apartment, which is not going to happen overnight. If I decide I'm leaving today, I need to go get a hotel. That's going to be $700 a night. Not seven, several. I don't know why I said seven. Several $100s a night. Until you do get into a place, which can take months, right? But for most people, at least days, right? Then you got to pay for that. Then you got to pay some moving expenses too. What are you left with? The next month's rent and some groceries extra, like $1,000 in savings, Don't put yourself in that position. I think that might be what the cards are trying to say. Some of you like don't know whether you should just get up and walk out and go. No. Play somebody like they played you. If they have hidden intentions, like if it takes you acting like you're going to work things out with this person to not step outside and just be broke, they played you. Turn the tables. Let them believe they got it in good with you. Let them go get rid of the little dusty side piece. Let them, fuck everything up for themselves right before you take advantage and bounce. Like, don't tell them, the worst mistake you could do here is tell them, anything they don't want to hear. I feel like the same way they played with you, even if they don't know that you know, because for some of you they don't, I wouldn't even tell them you know. You go ahead, you take your time, you get up out of there when you want to. I didn't like this reading. I didn't like this. It just feels like somebody decided to step out on or disrespect a really long-term relationship, which obviously would fuck up the other person's whole life. And they didn't think about that, and I'm not sure why I'm talking to a Cancer where I have to verify that they should, that they're not even, you don't have to be super toxic. You don't want to fight somebody or something, but you don't have to just get up and go or fuck yourself up when somebody else made the mistake. Don't do that. That was a weird, I don't even know how to give advice on that, because I would go toxic, and I don't mean throwing anything or anything. You would never know that I knew, and I would have the most rotten of intentions until I really was leaving. But I would never put myself in a situation of stepping out and making sure that I'm struggling for the next year or two just to try to catch up because somebody else is a fucking turd. Okay, so we have moves in silence and moving, uncertainty, the shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift, and journey, branch out to new worlds. So definitely take your time, move in silence about what you're doing here, really. If some of you have found something out, and some people, they can't control that. They're going to bug out as soon as they find out. If some of you feel some type of way, or even if you didn't find something out, you just feel like this shit is not going anywhere, just make sure that when you step out that you're set up. I feel like someone else has been given the opportunity, or they, they could have did things totally different. And I feel like whoever I'm speaking to here, this situation was unfair, unjust to them. So why should you go through more unfairness? But I feel like, I don't feel like anybody's making somebody leave. I feel like the other person's trying to work it out despite how dead wrong they are, or this is completely covered up. They haven't told you, you've found out, and nothing has been said yet. I wouldn't say anything. Make sure, like I said, this person ain't looking out for you, right? So make sure you are. Tired of the weird situations like that today, because I hear it all the time, you know what I mean? It's like, I've been with this person for 10 years, and I found out they were cheating, and now I'm moving out, and my bank account is totally screwed because literally my savings is depleted because I had nothing extra saved, thinking hey, I'm going to leave my 7-year relationship. You know what I mean? It's something like that. So, make sure to look out for yourself and make sure to stay level-headed, because a lot of people in that situation, they'll get really hot, not really think about it, and be like, I'm a bad bitch. I have money. I don't got to stay. But you then, in turn, really only have money for a couple of months on top of your regular paycheck. Just don't... It's saying be smart about how you leave a bitch, okay? That's the advice, whatever the situation is. I'll see you guys tomorrow.